Want to lift the paw, and I need to pull the hair back, separate each toe, and then I support it with my fingers. You can see the white end, and for a light toenail like this, you can always tell where to cut. So you cut until the center is this black part down here. It looks like a jelly gummy bear. It has the texture of jello or clearness. It has shine to it. Versus if you don't cut it enough, it's white and powdery. It doesn't look like a jelly or a gummy bear texture. So you keep cutting it. Even there, it's still white and powdery. So I'm going to take another slice off, and there. So here, Duncan has a black toenail, and this one's actually half and half. So on the half and half, it's still easy to see where to cut. Okay, so there I've reached jello. So the black toenail is very similar. It's white and chalky. Need to take another slice off. And there it's become jello-like or jelly consistency. Gummy bear compared. This is a toenail clipper. I like to use this one because it's lightweight and maneuverable. There's a spring here. And there's a lock on this side, so when you're actually storing it, you can lock it closed. So then you open it, and the actual fingernail, the toenail of the dog goes through this area here. Good boy. Now this mechanism here is a guard. So here I can stick my fingernail far, but it won't, it's too far for the guard to cover it. So if I put the guard in, then my fingernail only goes through a limited. This is a battery-operated nail grinder, often called a Dremel, which is also a brand name. So a lot of people actually use the Dremels. Duncan, turn around. Come here. Dremels to grind the whole toenail versus clipping it. So I just want to show you what I do afterwards. So what I like to do is just grind off the edges so if they have dew claws, you need to trim them also, just as you would a toenail that's on the foot. So if you actually trim a nail too close, what you want to have available is Quick Stop. This just happens to be one variety of Quick Stop. And to use Quick Stop, you want to put some in the lid. And I didn't cut any of his nails, but what you would do is if this is a nail that was bleeding, then you actually tap it into the Quick Stop, and that stops the bleeding. Oh, how often should you groom toenails? Trim toenails. I like to trim them about once a week because then I don't hear the click, click, click of the toenails on my tile or hardwood floor. Generally, the more often you trim them, the more used to it the dog is, and the less you have to take off. And the less likely you are then to hit the quick. All right, so this is Daphne, who does not like to have her toenails trimmed. And actually, she's being fairly good. So the best way to get a puppy used to trimming toenails is pick up their legs and just let them get used to you holding onto their paw. And once they're holding still, and it may take many times of trying it, then you can trim a toenail. Okay, so let me just show again. She has to get used to this time holding it. Trim a toenail. Good girl. If she wiggles again, I just once again wait until she settles down, calms down, and realize that I'm going to be the winner of this outcome and that I'll be the one to trim the toenails. Good girl. Yes, good girlie. Good girl. Ooh, that's a good one.